Hello, science fans! Today, let's talk about something incredibly cool. Something that comes all the way from the sun and lands on the moon. It's called Helium-3. Now, you've probably heard of helium, the gas that makes balloons float and your voice sound funny. Helium-3 is a special version, or isotope, of that same gas. Think of it like this. You have chocolate ice cream, and you have chocolate ice cream with sprinkles. They are both chocolate ice cream, but one has a little something extra that makes it different, and in this case, super useful for science. This tiny difference makes helium-3 a very big deal for scientists and engineers all around the world. So what makes helium-3 so special? It has to do with the tiny particles inside its atoms. Regular helium has 2 protons and 2 neutrons, but helium-3 has 2 protons and only 1 neutron. This might not sound like a huge change, but in the world of physics, it's like having a secret ingredient for a powerful recipe. This unique structure gives helium-3 properties that are perfect for creating clean energy and building amazing new technologies. Scientists get really excited about it because it holds the promise of solving some of our planet's biggest challenges, all thanks to its one missing neutron. Consider that. A tiny change makes a world of difference. This special gas is extremely rare here on our home planet, Earth. It's so rare that finding enough of it for our needs is a huge challenge. Imagine trying to find a single specific grain of sand on an entire beach. That's kind of what it's like looking for helium-3 on Earth. The small amount we do have is very expensive, costing millions of dollars for just a small bottle. This scarcity is a big problem because we have so many fantastic ideas for how to use it, from building super-fast computers to generating electricity without pollution. The high price and low supply mean we can't do all the amazing things we want to. Because it's so hard to find here, you might wonder where it all comes from in the first place. The answer is our very own star, the Sun. The Sun is constantly sending out a stream of particles called the solar wind, and this wind is full of helium-3. It blows across our entire solar system, carrying this precious gas with it. For billions of years, this solar wind has been hitting the surface of the moon, which has no atmosphere to protect it. All that helium-3 gets trapped in the top layer of the lunar soil, just waiting for us to find it. It's like the moon has been collecting a treasure for us for a very long time. Why is there so little helium-3 on Earth? It's all because of something wonderful our planet has, an atmosphere and a magnetic field. Think of Earth's magnetic field as a giant invisible shield. When the solar wind from the sun rushes toward us, this shield deflects most of it, sending those particles, including helium-3, streaming past our planet. Our atmosphere, the air we breathe, acts as a second layer of protection, burning up or blocking anything that gets through. While this is great for protecting life on Earth from harmful radiation, it also means we don't get that special delivery of helium-3 from the sun. Our planetary shield keeps the treasure out. Now, let's take a trip to the moon. The moon is very different. It doesn't have a thick atmosphere or a strong global magnetic field like Earth does. This means there's nothing to stop the solar wind. For billions of years, the sun's particles have rained down directly onto the lunar surface, almost like a cosmic spray tan. The helium-3 in that wind gets embedded in the top layer of the moon's soil, which is a fine, grey dust called regolith. Over all this time, a huge amount of helium-3 has built up, making the moon a massive natural warehouse for this valuable resource. It's a cosmic case of being in the right place at the right time. The difference in the amount of helium-3 is staggering. Scientists estimate that the moon's surface may hold over 1 million metric tons of helium-3. That's enough to power the entire world for thousands of years. Here on Earth, we only have a few hundred pounds of it in total, most of which was created as a byproduct of other scientific work. So you see, the moon isn't just a big rock in the sky, it's a potential gas station for the future of clean energy. It has exactly what we need, and it has been collecting it for us for eons. It's a classic story of one planet's trash, or rather, deflected particles, being another moon's treasure. This amazing discovery has completely changed how we think about the moon. It's no longer just a place for astronauts to plant flags and collect rocks for study. It is now seen as a vital resource depot that could help humanity take a giant leap forward. The idea of lunar mining used to be science fiction, something you'd only see in movies. But now, with the knowledge that the moon is rich in helium-3, it's becoming a serious goal for space agencies and private companies around the world. The moon's dusty grey surface could hold the key to a brighter, cleaner future for everyone back on Earth. So, we know helium-3 is rare and valuable, but what can we actually do with it? One of its most exciting potential uses is in creating clean energy through a process called nuclear fusion. Fusion is the same process that powers the sun. It involves smashing atoms together to release a huge amount of energy. Using helium-3 for fusion would be amazing because it's much safer and cleaner than other methods. It doesn't produce long-lasting radioactive waste, and the reaction is easier to control. Imagine having power plants that create electricity with no pollution and very little risk. That's the dream that helium-3 could make a reality for all of us. Beyond fueling our cities, helium-3 is also a superstar in the world of advanced technology. It is a critical ingredient for something called quantum computing. Quantum computers are not like your laptop or phone. They are incredibly powerful machines that can solve problems that would take a regular computer millions of years. To work, these computers need to be kept extremely cold, colder than deep space. Helium-3 is used in special refrigerators, called dilution refrigerators, to reach these unbelievably low temperatures. By supplying more helium-3, we can build more of these amazing machines and unlock new discoveries in medicine, material science, and more. Helium-3 also plays an important role in keeping us safe and healthy. In medicine, it's used in a special type of MRI scan to get super clear pictures of our lungs. This helps doctors see problems much better than before, leading to better treatments for lung diseases. For national security, detectors that use helium-3 are the best in the world at finding dangerous materials, helping to keep ports and borders safe. The problem is, because the gas is so rare, we have to choose which of these important jobs gets the limited supply. Having more from the moon would mean we wouldn't have to make those difficult choices. So you see, helium-3 isn't just one thing. It's a key that unlocks many different doors to the future. From powering our world cleanly with fusion energy to building the next generation of supercomputers and improving medical technology, its potential is enormous. The reason so many people are excited about going to the moon to get it is because it could start a chain reaction of innovation. More helium-3 means more research, more new inventions, and more solutions to big problems. It's a resource that doesn't just provide fuel, it provides possibilities for a better world. The race to get helium-3 from the moon has already begun. Think of it as a modern-day gold rush. But instead of picks and shovels, we're using rockets and robots. Companies and space agencies are now in a new space race, not just to explore, but to build the technology needed to harvest this lunar treasure. A Seattle-based company called Interloon, for example, is one of the pioneers. They have a plan with several steps. First, they're sending a special camera to the moon in late 2025 to map out exactly where the richest deposits of helium-3 are located, like creating a treasure map before you start digging. Once the best spots are found, the next step is to land robots on the surface. These won't be your ordinary robots. Imagine a special lunar harvester, a machine designed to scoop up the moon's soil, or regolith. A company called Vermeer has already built a big excavator designed just for this job. The plan is to have this robotic harvester dig up the soil and heat it in a special container. When the regolith is heated to about 600 degrees Celsius, the trapped gases, including helium-3, are released. The machine would then collect these gases and separate the valuable helium-3 from the rest. It's like sifting for gold, but on a cosmic scale. After collecting the helium-3, we face the next big challenge, getting it back to Earth. The plan is to store the collected gas in pressurized tanks. A future rocket, launched from the moon or a nearby lunar station, would then act as a cosmic delivery truck, carrying these precious tanks back home. Interloon is aiming to bring its first small batch back to Earth by 2029 to fulfill an order for the United States government. This would be a historic moment, the first time a resource is mined from another world and brought back for commercial use. It would prove that the entire process is possible. Of course, this grand adventure is not without its challenges. Building and sending these complex machines to the moon is incredibly difficult and expensive. The lunar environment is harsh, with extreme temperatures and abrasive dust that can damage equipment. We need to be sure that we can mine these resources responsibly, without harming the lunar environment for future generations, as companies like Japan's iSpace are working towards. But if we can overcome these hurdles, the reward will be immense. Harvesting helium-3 from the moon could truly change our world, powering a new era of clean energy and technological breakthroughs. The great lunar treasure hunt is on. and the prize could be a brighter future for all of humanity.